Well, protesters here on the Central Coast took to local city streets as well. KSBY's Melissa Newman is live in Santa Maria, where a crowd left over from this afternoon's protest is starting to grow again. Melissa, what are the crowds looking like and what's the police response?
Well, Megan, there was a huge shift in crowd size within the last 10 minutes. You can see updates on my social media page. We actually had to move because the situation was getting so dangerous. The fire you can see burning in the middle of the street behind me here was twice the size. People still doing donuts, fireworks still going off, but suddenly everyone left. We have a few unconfirmed reports of where people may have went to, but again, nothing has been confirmed. Now, talking about the police presence here, we have seen several officers. Some of them have told us, though, that they are working with the staff that they have because they did have to send officers to San Francisco and down to LA, but they're on nearly every corner of this part of Broadway and Cook Street here in Santa Maria. Now, several people also approaching us so far tonight saying how distraught they were that what's going on here is taking away from their message of bringing justice, and also calling for more people to listen to the struggles minorities face in America every day.
Taking to the streets. Protesters in Santa Maria and San Luis Obispo gathered Sunday to share their support for justice in the death of George Floyd.
Unfortunately, one more instance of a black life being devalued, and it really shows us that we're dehumanized all too often.
It's a reality that hits close to home for some local advocates.
The police need to really I don't know, they need to learn that not all black people are bad, not to be scared of us. That's what it is. A lot of police are scared of us for no reason, and they put us in a bad category when we're not all bad.
While emotions ran high, Santa Maria and San Luis Obispo protesters remain mostly peaceful.
I know in the city of San Luis Obispo, the community stakeholders have been working in conjunction with the police department to have better relationships with communities of color. So I think that we have a model that others could follow.
As the protests start to wind down locally for the weekend, a call to action emerges.
You can sign petitions, you can show up at protests and rallies like this, but it's just really important to listen.
Now, the protests in San Luis Obispo earlier this afternoon ended with nearly 9 minutes of silence in memory of for how long the Minneapolis police officer left his leg on George Floyd's neck. Now, there is another protest scheduled in San Luis Obispo tomorrow at 2 p.m. in Mission Plaza. It's unclear at this time if there will be another gathering here in Santa Maria. For now, reporting live in Santa Maria, Melissa Newman, KSBY News.
Yeah, very dynamic situation right there. Thank you, Melissa.